matrices. All right, so with this, we can only multiply things that have an inner dimension that are the same, okay? So square matrices can obviously be multiplied by each other because that would be like a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 2. But if we have like a 3 by 4 times a 3 by 4, we cannot do that because the inner dimensions don't line up. The outer dimensions tell you what the dimensions of your answer are going to be. So the first ones just want us to state if the product would be defined or not, and if it is, give the dimensions of it. So if matrix A is a 3 by 4 and matrix B is a 4 by 2, we want to look and see if I multiply them, A times B, like, is this something that's going to be defined? So we have 3 by 4 and 4 by 2. These are the same, so the answer would be yes, it's defined, and it would be dimensions 3 by 2. So 3 rows, 2 columns for your answer.
Oh, so whatever is on the middle cancels out.
Yeah, the middle stuff, as long as it's the same, it goes away.
Makes so much more sense.
So if I flipped it and say did B times A instead, so this was A times B. If I did B times A, then I would have a 4 by 2 times a 3 by 4.
And that wouldn't be defined.
These are not the same, so it's not defined.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. For now.
All right, so number 10. We have this matrix. I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'm going to make you tell me what the dimensions of them are. So what's the first one?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. What's this one?
2 by 1.
Oh my god.
So those are the same. So that means my solution is going to be 1 by 1. So it's just going to be a single number in there. Now, I'm going to show you the intermediate step here of how we find this. It's first row, first column. So it's this times this. So 3, I'm going to write it all out, but yes, it would be 15. Plus, then it is this times this. So -1 times 7. So that's 15 minus 7. So the answer's 8. While this one's easy, I think it's a little bit more confusing for to see it until we get to some of the bigger ones. But
Yeah.
12. -1, 0, 5, 4, and 4, -6. So what are the dimensions of this one?
2 by 2.
What about this
4
one?
by 2.
So can I do this one?
Not defined.
Yep, so we would just say not defined, and that would be your answer. $14. 5, 0, -4, 1, and -3, 2, 6, 2. So what are the dimensions of this
2
one?
by 2.
And
2 by 2.
so those match. That means my result is going to be a 2 by 2. So I'm going to set this up. So it's in this top spot. I'm going to try to color code it for you. It's first row, first column. So it's going to look like this one spot that we had up here. All that's going to be in this blank right here. And in total, there's going to be 4 blanks that get filled in.
First row, first column, second row, second column.
And then it'll be, this one and this one goes down here.
Wow, that's a lot easier.
All right, so 5 times -3 plus 0 times 6. Now, if I know that something is just 0, I'm not typically going to write it. But I'm just doing it now so that if you go back, you can see what I'm doing. Now, this second spot over here is first row, second column. So this is 5 times 2 plus 0 times 2.
Wow. And I'm assuming when we put this all in the calculator, it'll be easier.
Yep, but you have to do 2 by 2s by hand. Anything bigger than a 2 by 2 you can do on a calculator. Like a 2 by 2 times 2 by 2. All right, so then this next one is second row, first column. -4 times -3 plus 1 times 6. Another
Wait,
color.
no, I did that. What am I doing?
Then I have second row, second column to go right here. -4 times 2 plus 1 times 2. And then now I would just simplify it down. -15 plus 0, so it's just -15.
-15.
10 plus 0, it's 10. Positive 12 and 6, 18, and -8 into -6, yep. So that would be your answer. Now, even though you have to do this by hand, you can always check it on your calculator the same way that we were doing stuff the other day. You would just hit matrix A times matrix B and put it in. If you do that and you recognize that your stuff is wrong, don't get rid of this. Put a note and say, my calculator says the answer should be this. I can't figure out where I went wrong. Okay? Because at least that tells me that you took the time to check it and you just can't find your mistake. Now, most of the time, people can find their mistake once they see what the answer is supposed to be on their calculator. But you have to show the work out by hand like this. You can't just go straight from here to an answer, because then I'll just think you did it on your calculator and I'm not going to give you full credit for it. Okay? So you have to show me. You don't have to show it this way. Instead, I could have just written -15, and then I could have written 12 plus 6 in that spot instead. You don't have to show all these little things that are being multiplied, but you've got to show that there's work there to get to the final answer.
First column, first row, first column,
Um,
second column,
18.
Yeah.
2, 5, -1, 4, 3, -7. And then 0, 1, 5, -3, 10, -4.
Oh.
All right, so what's this first one?
2 by 3.
2 by 3.
Rows and columns.
3
3 by
That's
2.
what I was gonna say. Oops.
So then this one is
2 by 3.
2 by 3.
And then the answer's gonna be a 3 by 3.
Yep, so your solution is going to be a 3 by 3. Now, this is one that in ordinary circumstances I would allow you to do on a calculator. However, I have been known to put extra credit for doing it by hand on a test or a quiz. So I'm going to show you how to do it by hand.
Totally not a hint that you're going to do this on the quiz or test, right?
Huh?
Totally not a hint that
Yeah,
you're going
not a hint at all. Nothing. Not even close. A lot of times on calculator problems, if you also show it by hand, I give extra credit. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough space. So I'm going to come down here and do it. All right, so first row, First column. I'm not going to be able to color code this one as much as I did with the last one. So I'm not going to even write out like the 2 times 0 plus the 5 times 3. I'm just going to literally write what it would be. So 2 and 0 would be 0. And then 5 and negative 3 is negative 15. So 0 minus 15 is in the first spot. Then first row, second column. So this is 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 5 times 10 is
2 plus 50.
50.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Then first row, third column, 2 times 5 is 10, plus, or 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, so that'll be 10 minus 20.
Oh, and then you just do that for each one.
Yep.
That's easier than it
Takes a while.
Yeah. So then second row, first column. So negative 1 times 0 is 0. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12, so 0 minus 12. Second row, second column. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Plus 4 times 10 is 40. Second row, third column. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. And then third row, first column, 3 times 0 is 0. Negative 7 times negative 3 is positive 21. Third row, second column, 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 7 times 10 is negative 70. Then third row, third column, 3 times 5 is 15. Negative 7 times negative 4 is positive 28. And then I would just simplify it to get an answer of negative 15, 52, negative 10, negative 12, 39, negative 21, positive 21, negative 67, and 43. Now, obviously that was a lot, so even if I was going to do this by hand, I probably should still check it just to make sure. So we're going to put this first matrix into matrix A and the second one into matrix B.
I don't know how to check it.
Well, first you have to type them in. Like put this matrix in matrix A and then put this one in matrix B. And then just literally do, like call up the names of the matrices and just do A and then B and then hit enter and it'll produce this answer.
Oh!
So remember,
See if you did it right by hand.
yep,
Second.
x to the negative 1, yep. So that gives you second matrix. And then you have to arrow over to edit.
I think I just want to clear all of my.
Your poor book. Look at poor Dippet's book. It looks fine. Sure.
All right, so when you do that then to check it, and again, this would be one that you could generally do on your calculator. It would be an extra credit type thing if it was going to be by hand. We have matrix A times matrix B. So you literally just do second matrix A times second matrix B. And it's going to produce the same thing that we had up here. So for right now, I'm just going to draw an arrow to that so I don't have to rewrite the whole thing again. Now, if I swapped these and did B times A, I would have a 2 by 3 times a 3 by 2, so my result would be a 2 by 2. So if you wanted to see what that looks like, you could do that. In matrix C, because I just want you to see something.
Oh my gosh. You have 35.
Is your matrix C still the 2 by 3 matrix from the other day?
Yes.
Huh?
Or at least is it a 2x3 matrix, I mean.
It's a 2x3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do, I don't really remember what matrix C was. Just as a random thing here. Take your matrix B that we just put in and multiply it by your matrix C from the other day. So these are a 2x3 and a 2x3. Obviously, I know this isn't going to work, but I'm showing you this for a reason because inevitably this is going to happen.
Oh, that error.
So, I'm showing you this. It's going to say dimension mismatch. Okay? If that comes up, that means that it can't be multiplied.
So
The
it's
amount of times that somebody comes up to me during a quiz or a test and they show me this screen right here. They're like, my calculator's broken. And I laugh because I always explain this. And they didn't check their dimensions. And I usually say something like, I would go back and check and make sure you typed it in correctly. AKA, go back and look at your paper and see if you checked your dimensions. Okay, so I'm telling you now so that you'll know what my little cue is going to be when somebody inevitably comes up to ask me that question. And it gives me a good laugh and it's a great time. But I'm just letting you know it happens all the time. If this comes up, you can't multiply them.
I can't wait for geometry.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Geometry in this class is going to be so good.
Okay. That was my random sidebar for the day.
shut up.
Hey,
All right, 22 through 29 you can do on your calculator. I'm not going to do all of them.
Is it homework?
What?
Or is it?
Oh, I was just saying those ones. So you know how like yesterday or whatever you had the ones where you like put in matrix A, matrix B, matrix C, matrix D, whatever? This is going to be the same thing but with multiplication.
alright.
So I'm going to just do number 26, which is E times D plus E.
I put two.
Okay.
So matrix D is 1, 3, 2, negative 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, negative 2. Matrix E is also a 3 by 3, negative 3, 1, 4, 7, 0, negative 2, 3, 4, negative 1. So you'll put those two in your matrix D and E, and then I would probably recommend leaving them in there, and then you'll just add A, B, and C. They're all 2 by 2 matrices.
Okay. Second load. Second matrix. Period. 3 by 3. Wait, no, not 33.
E.
3 by 3. Yeah.
You'll be black.
All right, now, the way that you plug this in to solve this is very important.
Is it 3, 4, negative 1? I can't see.
Yeah. It's going to be very important because order of operations still apply to matrices. Okay, so that means that if you were doing this by hand,
So D plus E has to go first.
yep, you would have to do D plus E first. Now, our calculator is smart as long as we know how to use parentheses. So we would hit second matrix and then E. Then open your parentheses up.
Wait, what? Where is it?
Parentheses right here. It's right above the 8.
Oh,
Then you would do second matrix D plus second matrix E. Then close that parentheses. So it's going to look just like it does here. Aside from it has the matrix bars on it.
okay, and then click enter. Oh, inbound. asking me wrong things. I'm confused.
Plus.
Error.
Maybe our calculator's not going to be smart today.
Please be smart.
Error. Oh, I got error.
I got error.
We all got.
Okay.
Keep clicking enter.
All right. Take away the initial, the E. So if, don't hit anything yet. If the last thing you typed in was this the last thing you typed in?
Yeah.
Okay. If you hit second and then the enter button, it says entry. That will retype what you had, and then you can just arrow over and hit delete and delete off matrix E.
Oh, what? Oh, wait. What's my
So
calculator?
just to put D plus E.
Yeah, so just do D plus E for right now. And that's going to produce that matrix for you.
Wait, I keep messing up.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, it's
Oh, wow, it worked.
so cool.
Now do second matrix E, right? It's E.
What?
And then times second, and then the negative button is answer. So it's going to take that matrix that was produced and plug it there.
Yeah, that works.
And now it produces the answer for you. I guess our calculator decided not to be smart. I'm assuming it was trying to distribute, which it still should have been able to do it. I think it was just freaking out. I don't know why it did that. If it does that, then just do it piece by piece like we did, and that's fine. So our answer then for this one would have been 39, negative 28, negative 24, 18, 48,
Oh, I got it.
5, 11, 29.
I got it. I figured out how to do it.
Did it work?
You just needed to put the multiplication sign after the E.
Oh,
Because it
that
was
makes sense.
registering what it was doing.
That makes sense. Did everybody hear what Julia just said? If you actually put the multiplication symbol in, so you do like E and then the times D plus E, she said that it worked for her.
Wow, wow.
So our calculator's not as smart as it should be, I guess, then. Even though in any other situation, a parentheses means multiply. But, you know, whatever. All right. Any questions on that?
Are we dividing them next?
We don't really divide matrices. There's not really a need for that. But, I mean, there's stuff where it's being divided, but not like a matrix by a matrix.
I really want to know how a calculator works.
It's a
Me too.
computer.
All right, your problems. I'm going to give you by hand problems and then calculator problems. By hand is 3, 7, 11, and 13. Calculator 17, 23, 25, and 27. Again, on these ones, the 23, 25, and 27, you don't need to write down all your matrices on your paper. You can just plug them into your calculator. Just do it like it says to do it on, like, whatever the thing is like this. Just write it like that.
It was